He's wisely going hard into wood. You can see the berries over here. Why is he not gathering food? I just walked them past the Ottoman base. Maybe we should attack. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Glad you're tuning in. We've got a 3v3 here on Black Forest, a map I'm still not sure about. Maybe taking it off my map pool in the future. We'll see. These narrow passageways through the forest, it can lead to very awkward engagements. It can make for strange engagements where siege can be both powerful or really weak. Walls are so easy to build. If you don't have just a million walls, then what are you even doing on this map? So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. It's also a very macro-heavy map, and I typically like macro-y maps, but Hill and Dale I think is just better because you want to go out onto the map and grab up what you can. Whereas on this map, trades in the center. Usually these relics go pretty quick or they get walled up. If you're going against Holy Roman Empire, good to wall these up. But here we are, 3v3. I'm playing as the Abbasid. I've got my ally, Alegakin, playing as the French. And I've also got an English ally by the name of Dan is Dark. We are up against a Silent Rook, Laissez-Faire, and Plowies. They are playing as the Ottomans, the English, and the Holy Roman Empire, respectively. No real surprise on the civ choices here. French, English, Holy Roman Empire, those are very common here. Abbasid, not so much. I'm kind of remembering why, because you have to go to the center to trade, but we could maybe set up trade from this side to my ally, but even then, the distance is pretty short. You really want a civ that can generate gold late into the game. Chinese can be pretty good on this map, but yeah. Here in the beginning, I'm trying to be aggressive. I did send a scout and a villager over. We're hoping to duke it out with his scout and his villager, but I also have a spearman over here. We can start to burn through the wall. And interestingly, maybe I should have researched the chop-through technology at the lumber camp. This forestry can be a really great way of getting around these walls quickly. I know that his villager can just repair these walls, so we're going to put down a battering ram. I don't think this is a bad idea. Abbasid can get really early rams and siege units, so why not get aggressive? If we can keep the battering ram alive, we can get through just layer after layer of wall. And, I mean, this cost my opponent wood. We might as well destroy it. Everyone ages up. Allies are... Well, that's an interesting lumber camp there. Allies are walling up, trying to get aggressive. We're seeing some infantry from the Holy Roman Empire opponent. No surprises there. We'll probably see some man-at-arms coming from them. And we're seeing longbowmen getting made. Lots of longbowmen. This is interesting. Could be good to put behind these walls and just shoot at these units. I hope he's rallying them up to the front. It looks like that might be what he's doing. Looks like he's gathering wood over here. Nope, longbowmen are just gathering here. I'd love to see them get up to this wall and just start getting free shots on all these units. I mean, this palisade wall is going to burn down in a moment, but he could just wall up here, sit his longbowmen on this high ground. That'd be really good. We're coming forward. Spears are dealing with some of his units, and the battering ram paid off. We got through another gate over here. Now we're just kind of chasing this mater around. He'll probably make it home. And yeah, looks like English longbowmen coming to support. Stone walls going down for my English ally. Gain early stone. It looks like my French ally is also getting out on the map. Kind of going to be a 1v1 here, although the fact that I'm already running into these English longbowmen, that means I'm going to be fighting 2 players at the moment. I suspect it'll be a 2v2 over here because there's so many shared passageways. Really, this central area allows for a lot of interchange between the English, Holy Roman Empire opponents and my French and English allies. Me, I may just be facing the Ottoman player in the future, but man, this is a lot of longbowmen. I'd love to get some support from my allies. I'm going to do the smart thing and wall up again. Could maybe have shaved this down a little bit. That'd be a little less time for my villager to build all that out. Oh, even randomly getting a kill there. I noticed they were just focusing on the palisade gate. But yeah, these archers aren't really getting through the palisade gate all that quickly. So we'll just have to deal with this when they break through. We are up to our second town center, and we're also getting down stables. We're pretty close to finishing out these stables. We really want to get these horsemen out. And we are aging up. We're about halfway through our age up. And income, yep, Holy Roman Empire opponent with a big mass of food coming in. They're already in the castle age. Oof, losing units. We need horsemen over here because it's just all archers and one spearman. We should wall up again. Okay, good. Glad to see that going up. We'd need a wall over here as well. Okay, yep, that's going up. Gonna lose this battering ram, but if they just attack it for the next minute or two, I'll be happy. It's just soaking up damage and his units aren't reaching my base, so yeah, this is good. Can we wall up this really quick? There we go. That'll prevent these units from just walking through. And yeah, we're dealing with his Spahi. He's caught up over here. Would love to kill this villager. Yeah, his units... Oh, no, they can slip through this little edge here. Look at that. I'm going to retreat villagers inside this town center, and then the town center will fire arrows at all these units, which is what we want. We need the range support. There it is. Oh, gonna lose these 4 villagers here because of all these archers. Wow. But fortunately, French knights are coming to support me. I think my ally recognized that I was under attack by 2 different opponents, and it's all archers. These French knights are the perfect thing to clean this up. Oop, not sure why they all stopped right there. I think he's right-clicking units. That is not the way to do it. I'd really love to see these knights get involved. I've got my own lancers coming out. He should continue to pursue. All these units are dead if we just keep moving in on them. They're dealing no damage to these knights. Yeah, they're not doing anything to cavalry. And our battering ram lived with 40 health. We can patch it back up. Dan is Dark makes it to the castle age. What are we seeing from our opponents? Lots of man-at-arms. Smart to put the longbowmen up on this wall, but we're going to need something besides longbowmen. I hope Dan is Dark will start putting down archery ranges and just produce a bunch of crossbowmen. And my French ally, I'd love to see make it to the next stage and start making arbaletriers, because we're just going to be seeing man-at-arms coming from this Holy Roman Empire opponent. I remember many old games of Black Forest ending with just a Holy Roman Empire pure push of man-at-arms. There's just not much you can really do against them, unless you make a lot of crossbowmen. Nice, taking care of the villager there. We've still got our battering ram. We'll finish up this wall and then start pushing forward. Hopefully these knights just continue to pursue until we run into a wall. But looks like they're backing off. Center of the map, we're seeing, yep, prelates come forward, grabbing relics off the map. Over here, still just running into Spahi. Looks like the English opponent makes it to the castle age. It's just the French and Ottoman players who haven't made it up. All right, it's a little quiet. We're seeing some battering rams coming forward. That's going to destroy these stone wall gates. Really, English player needs to understand that he can just put another wall down, but he has to make springalds or some lancers or horsemen to deal with these battering rams, because they're going to knock down all these walls. He should not be going forward. Yeah, he's just going to lose all these units. He has to back off. Yep, but here come the battering rams. You're going to have to deal with these rams at some point. Send in those man-at-arms to knock them down. Looking good. Good that they're firing. Send those man-at-arms back in. We got to start destroying these battering rams. Looks like we patched up our battering ram and we're sending it forward. Oh, we're still patching it up. Nice. This is pretty much the only gap. I believe I explore this avenue with some of my knights. It just leads to an empty patch of forest with like a bit of gold in it. And now the man-at-arms are coming forward. These longbowmen, again, are just not effective. The man-at-arms have 6 ranged armor, and these longbowmen are only dealing 7 damage, so they're only dealing 1 damage a hit against these units. You have to get some crossbowmen. And we're seeing a lot more rams, a lot more infantry. Yep, now the English infantry are coming forward. My allies need to get archery ranges down. I don't see any. I don't see any archery ranges. Where are they? I'm just not seeing any unit production, and they have to get these ranged units to deal with all of these infantry. They have 7 ranged armor. You can't be using longbowmen or archers. You're going to need a unit that does bonus damage to heavy units, specifically arbaletriers and crossbowmen. And I love the outposts being up front. I'd love to see maybe a keep put down very quickly by the English player. If he can get that. Yep, there it is. Nice. Network of citadels is almost done. That will be amazing in conjunction with crossbowmen. Ooh. Ottoman player coming forward. Lots of units here. Let's let this battle play out as we check out income. Looking like a lot of food for our Holy Roman Empire opponent, but I'm gathering a lot of wood along with the English opponent. As for gold, looks like the Holy Roman Empire opponent and Dan is Dark grabbing up gold. And the English opponent, really good economy here. He's also gathering up a lot of stone. I've brought crossbowmen to the front lines. They're not effective until these knights get involved. Now I'm happy that I brought the crossbowmen along. Also very pleased with this outpost with the spring-hauled emplacement and the stone fortification. And I also like these siege workshops being forward. I know this trebuchet is about to be gobbled up, which is super unfortunate, but I just love the fact that I can get out siege units to the front lines whenever I want. I know the Abbasid can just build it with my units, but getting the occasional trebuchet out can be really effective. Yeah, let's keep that emplacement firing. Over here, the threat is being telegraphed. It is infantry and battering rams. We need to see some spring-halds being made, walls, and crossbowmen and arbaletriers. Okay, now I'm seeing archery ranges, but they're just producing archers. This is such a bad idea from my French ally. These archers are dealing, again, with the upgrades, 8 damage, but they're going up against units that have 8 ranged armor. You're dealing only 1 damage per shot to these units. You need something that's going to punch through. Oh, great mangonel shot over here. I'm glad I caught that. That's all these units injured. Mangonels can be very effective here on Black Forest because you'll often run into clumped units and you'll just want something dealing AoE to all of these units. Pretty good upgrades on these units. Mine are just starting to get upgrades. Looks like we got down a blacksmith and now we're starting to put out upgrades. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, we really need to finish these out. We've got the cultural or preservation of knowledge on the culture wing, so these are cheaper. Yep. Would love to see those knocked out. Keep going up on the neutral trade spot. And it looks like they've secured the sacred site over here while I've secured our own on this side. I've also decided to take the fish in this pond back here because neither of my allies were going for it. I assumed the French player would want to go for it. It's easy food, but not seeing any. And I still am questioning. Okay, nice. There's some crossbowmen. Love to see that from the English ally. I think he's finally put it together. I need to get crossbowmen out, but he's only got 2 archery ranges. Would love to see more. And here come the battering rams. They're going to tear down this stone wall. Love the French knights coming out to just clean up these rams. He should focus fire them down with his knights. He shouldn't be engaging with the infantry. Very good. Target these battering rams. Don't engage. Okay, he's engaging. And just look at all these units. English ally has sent all of his units to the north. So this is terrible timing. He sent his forces north right when the Holy Roman Empire player and the English player are combining their forces and busting through here. Over this way, I'm kind of losing the fight against this Ottoman player, but he's taking a lot of losses. I suspect all I really need to do is rally up my forces, and it looks like that's what I've done here. I need to get these units involved, and we should win this. Yeah, we can get in here. Cheeky little mangonel save over here. Fortunately, the enemy didn't notice it. Now he's coming forward with his knights. He's looking scary, but we've finally gathered up enough units to put a stop to his flood. When my units were trickling in one by one, they weren't really being very effective, but now we've got walls protecting us. Looks like we've got a mangonel almost finished. That way we can deal with all these ranged units. And we finally got a bunch of spearmen to stab down these knights. Yeah, and if we can get our mangonel to engage, love to see... Oh yeah, these units cannot be fighting now. Look at this mangonel shot. Oh, super effective there. I love seeing that. Yeah, these units are going to get swallowed up, and we'll be able to put on a lot of pressure. We've pretty much won this engagement, and we're going to run over the Ottoman player because his income is really suffering. Ours is exploding upwards. We can start to secure these golds. We can put a keep down here and just start working our way through the Ottoman base. But the problem is over here, my allies just were not ready for this attack. There were some flashes of brilliance. The stone wall was good. The French knights coming out to destroy battering rams, that was a good move. But I just never saw a critical mass of archery ranges and crossbowmen. Which is confusing to me. Crossbowmen, I'm always going to make them in a matchup versus the Holy Roman Empire and the English. There's just so many man-at-arms being produced by those civilizations. You've got to be able to put a stop to them. And I mean, I like the keep idea. Would have been great if it was over here rather than back here. I'm not sure why my English ally put them so close to his base. Really, like the moment this gets breached, it's all over. I would much rather see keeps up here. I'm starting to rally units over here to deal with all of these forces, but I mean, it's going to be English and Holy Roman Empire units. I would love to see Springalds, but I mean, these mangonels are doing great AoE damage versus these units. That's great. The mangonels are not a bad choice. Look at that. They're even destroying the rams. Looking good. But soon enough, bombards are going to show up. Both of our opponents are, both the Holy Roman Empire and the English are in the Imperial Age. And now that all these villagers and production centers are starting to go down for my allies, I just don't think we're going to be able to win this. And look at the English. They've got all these upgrades. We're probably going to start to see university upgrades coming out for all these English units. We're going to start, yep, there's the flaming arrows. We'll probably see the upgrade to health for infantry. And yeah, these units are so tanky. I need hand cannoneers of my own to deal with these units. They have so much armor, 10 ranged armor. I cannot be just mixing in archers here. They're just not going to be effective. Big wins over here. We're destroying nearly everything. All these rams that we've put down, they're just tearing through all this production. We've pretty much put a stop to the Ottoman player, but my French ally's done for. It was a good game. I just think my allies did not really identify the unit composition fast enough. When I see we had some outposts out here, we had walls out here. We could see what was coming our way. We could see them get closer and closer to our side of the map, and we knew what was coming. It was just going to be man-at-arms. Would have loved to see a better response from my allies there, but overall, I'm happy with my gameplay. I did pretty well on this side of the map, taking on the Ottoman player. But yeah, probably going to take this out of the map rotation in the future. It felt like a very disjointed 3v3. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you for the next one.